Hi, it's Harry Redknapp here. You're listening to a proper podcast. It's the Alan Hudson Podcast. It's proper football, proper talk.
People I've come across are not nice. That's why I fell in love with Waddington at Stoke, because he was genuine. He's the most genuine man I've ever met within football. And I came across people that you end up despising them because people on the outside don't realise how they can ruin you as an individual when they haven't got the right to do so. Managers shouldn't be they shouldn't be given managers' jobs. They should take a course on management. Why should someone get hold of you as a young kid and tell you what to do and they can't even live their own lives properly?
Yeah, it's very competitive, and of course it's competitive today, not in a year's time or in 5 years' time. There's no such thing as a bigger picture for a football manager, and that sort of feeds down to the people who are recruiting. I mean, I get a kind of a lump in my throat whenever I refer to a player who's he'd been with Chelsea since he was 6. What?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, we shouldn't be getting as an industry. We shouldn't have any kind of ownership of anybody until they're at least 15 or 16 years of age.
Thank you.
I mean, I don't know what was your apprenticeship, Alan?
Yeah, I started apprentice when I was 15 at Chelsea, but my father took me to Fulham when I was 13 and a half, when they were training on Tuesday and Thursday nights. They said I was too small. And my father said, yes, he is small, he will grow. Kids do grow. And then, because my father came from Fulham and our family were Fulham supporters, and we lived so close to Stamford Bridge, he walked me through the gates when Tommy Docherty was manager, and I went Tuesday and Thursday. I didn't want to go because I didn't like Chelsea. I still don't like Chelsea. But I agree 1,000,000% on what you just said. Trying to teach kids and they knock everything out of them at that age. Let them grow into themselves. Let them enjoy football. And
95% are not going to make it anyway. So 95% are heading for a fall, and yes. It's a very emotional fall. When you were 13 and a half and you trained with Fulham, I mean, you were going to be a footballer. You decided that there was no, well, it doesn't work out, I can become a bus driver or I can learn a trade. You were going to become a footballer. It would have broken your heart if you hadn't been quite good enough to make it.
That's interesting, because I don't know if it would or not, Clive. I was such an easygoing kid. I really was. I always say, I write a lot, and I always say I was like Andrew Dufresne on Shawshank Redemption, when he said, it's taken me to come into prison to become a criminal. On the outside, I was as innocent as a day's long. And that was me as a footballer. I was such a good kid. I don't know what the word for me was. I was just a dream kid. I never caused any trouble. I was polite. I still am. But then all of a sudden I'm put into the jungle, with the Revis and all these people, and the people don't do this, don't do that, and it turned me into, whatever I became. And I can't agree with anyone in football no more.
If you're going to work the streets, you've got to become streetwise. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.